Hey everyone, and welcome back to Absolutely. My name is Benny, that is Sal, and we get together on a regular basis to talk about comic book movies, video games, comic books, and whatever strikes our fancy. Today, we're going to be talking about Deadpool and something that was said about it. Not much. There's not much to work with here, but we're going to talk about it. But today's episode is brought to you by Shortboxed. Use the app Shortboxed to get your hands on some amazing graded comic books. That means you can get the comic you're looking for by using Shortbox. And if you go to shortbox.com/comicstorian, you can enroll to get yourself a $100 gift card to Shortboxed. Now, my silent friend here is going to take point on what he has no idea we're talking about. Sal, what are we talking about?
Well, we're talking about Deadpool 3, the most anticipated Marvel Studios production in the last 5 years.
Seriously.
At least.
So, okay. What has been said and what we wanted to talk about is probably going to be a quick video, and I say that, and whenever I do, it's a 40-minute video, but they came out and said that Deadpool 3 will explore the Marvel Fox legacy.
Right.
What does that mean, Sal?
That means X-Men, but it also includes the Fantastic Four
I didn't think about that.
And Daredevil.
Ooh, do you think they're gonna have a lot of? Do we think we're gonna have a lot of cameos or references?
Both. I think we're gonna get more references than cameos, but the cameos we do get will be big. Like they will be Ben Affleck as Daredevil or Jennifer Garner as Elektra.
I can see them.
You won't get both, but you'll get one. You know, you might not get Eoin Grufford as Mr. Fantastic, but you'll probably get Chris Evans as the Human Torch.
So. Okay, so we all thought it was just kind of a spoof that there was the 20th Century Fox logo that they were fighting in front of.
Oh, it was.
Well, it was like the two ideas were that it was going to be a spoof or the intro, or it was going to be Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. If it's going to explore the legacy, I'm starting to think it's Deadpool kills the Fox Universe. That's
exactly.
What
No, I think that Deadpool's going to be a pruner for the TVA. That they're like, you need to go in. We need you to cut out this timeline.
Do you think they're going to tie into it? What if the end of Loki has him get, I got just the guy?
Oh, that's not a bad teaser for this movie because the movie's almost done being filmed and Loki comes out in a month.
Right. So what if the very ending, Loki's like, okay, so we need to prune like he somehow gets in control and he's like, we need to prune a bunch of timelines. And he's like, I've got a guy. And then we just get like, you don't even need Ryan Reynolds. You just get someone in the suit to do a silhouette. Just step in the doorway. Make one comment. Ryan Reynolds can phone it in, literally.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I fully expect there to be like a bunch of TVA holographic view screens that are just scenes or moments that are silent from all of those movies. So you're like, oh, because Marvel doesn't like to keep secrets. They don't like to surprise you. So, you know, they'll just give away the entire store at the end of Loki, just to tease the movie that you would like to be surprised by.
Look, I mean, I'm excited for Loki to come back. I did a whole bunch of crossovers. I have no comic historian content coming out for this, so it's going to be... No one cares about Loki in the comics. It's an issue in itself. No one cares about Loki in the comics because he's not Tom Hiddleston. He's not the Loki from the movies. He's just not.
Yep.
But I'm excited for this the show, and if it could somehow link into Deadpool and the TVA and what's going on... So let's get back on track here. Deadpool's going to explore the Marvel legacy. So you're thinking... He's going to go through the 20th Century Fox. He's going to kill off or fight well-known people in the Fox legacy.
Yeah.
Do you think Wolverine's chasing him?
Yeah, I think that it's either going to be that, like, Fox has their own TVA.
And it's got Wolverine on it.
And Wolverine's a member, you know, because all these people are unwilling participants, right? I imagine that Deadpool is being strong-armed by the TVA. Like, we'll let you exist if you kill the timeline you came from. Or... you aren't supposed to be here because of time shenanigans that you messed around with Cable's time machine. So like you exist outside of time. We'll let you keep Vanessa if you do this for us.
I could see that because so for those who don't know, Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. The motivation is that a doctor tries to fix the voices in his head, only to discover there's another voice that's been silent. It unlocks and it basically reveals to Deadpool how deep this fourth wall breaking goes and how he can end it. And that's why he goes around murdering everyone, because the voice convinces him that if he murders everybody inside of the universe, the writers in the real world will have to let him out. That's why I would go. So you would need another motivation. You can't have. They're not going to go that meta with it.
No, it won't be like Deadpool kills the Fox Marvel universe for fun or
Right.
because it's crazy, because we already also just had a Marvel hero go to Marvel Studios and meet the writers and meet Kevin Feige
Yeah,
and so
they already
forth.
pulled
Like,
that.
we did that already. You can't have Deadpool do the same thing, especially because they don't want. I'm sure that Marvel Studios wants to keep the branding of Deadpool without also associating it too closely with like the clean Marvel Studios brand that we've established. That is a subsidiary of Disney, right? So I can imagine that this is more like a focus more on the Fox stuff,
Yeah. So here's
But
another question. If we're going to end the Fox universe this way, we're going to do this.
right.
Is this mean that Deadpool's done? Only Thor has ever gone past 3 movies.
Yeah, I imagine that Ryan Reynolds, I mean, like all these actors, I think Chris Evans let it slip that he originally, when he signed on to be Captain America, signed like a 7-fixture deal, right? So, like,
Yeah.
and 7 movies is an unheard of kind of contract. But I imagine that Ryan Reynolds is either signed on to do this and this alone, or based on the strength of this, he'll renegotiate his contract. I mean, I also imagine that Ryan Reynolds is happy to be Deadpool, but based on the current status of the MCU and how things are going and how,
Yeah.
the level of output, shows versus movies and the lack of cross-pollination we're seeing, I feel like if Ryan Reynolds is like, I'll be Deadpool for as long as the Marvel Cinematic Universe exists, that's really probably only a commitment of 2 more movies.
Oh, you don't think the MCU is going to last more than 2 movies?
I think that we're in for a big old soft reboot coming after Secret
Oh,
Wars.
okay, I get you. I mean, yes, it's not making as much money, but there's no way Disney's going to be like, Marvel's done.
No. Marvel's not done.
They ran out of grim fairy tales to turn into animated movies. So they're like, do it again.
Yeah, just do it again. Harry Potter's done. Not on our watch.
Well, exactly. I said, do it again. And you know what? I want to give them shit, but Dan and I literally just had a meeting where we're like, our best shorts were when Dan did the guessing game. You know what we should do? Do it again.
Yeah, that. Yeah, just do it works. That's what Hollywood is best
do it
at.
again. We're just the soft reboot of the comic story and guessing game is coming.
Exactly. I love that.
To
yeah.
the shorts feed near you.
Good. Good strategy. Good Disney strategy right there.
Yeah,
I mean, Deadpool it's a great brand. I would watch Deadpool 4, 5, and 6. It doesn't matter to me, like, especially because Ryan Reynolds could be 75, It doesn't matter to me. For one thing, he's not going to be doing any flips. It's all a stuntman anyway. For another thing, when you see him without the mask on, he's wearing a mask over that anyway as well.
Yeah.
So, like, it doesn't matter his age. It's one thing to have like Chris Evans be like, well, he can't age. Like, well, he can and he does. And then the Marvel Cinematic Universe is like, oh, and he does. No, forget about it. But in this, it's like, no, just keep him going. Keep him fed and happy and let him keep doing it. I wouldn't mess with a good thing.
I want to have another talk, but I'm wondering if I'm going to save the discussion point for later. We'll have this discussion later. But I do wonder about the return of certain people because they've said they're willing to come back now.
Totally.
I'd like to discuss that.
Yeah.
But okay, so Deadpool is going to go through them. You blew my mind with the idea of like Fantastic Four, Chris Evans.
Oh yeah.
They can have so much fun with it. And Chris Evans is normally good to just do fun cameos. Like what was the one he did? It was he did
Adam
Ryan
Project?
Reynolds in Free Guy.
Yeah, Free Guy. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
So-
Yeah. He played himself. He was with him. There was a Captain America reference directly. He responded to it. Like he's more than happy to play. And I think that as long as you challenge these guys, they're more than happy to do it. Like I think that this Deadpool movie, number one, I think that it's fun to speculate, but I think overall, I hope we don't see like a million videos that are like picking the movie apart, especially when we get more details.
Oh, we're going to though. That's the problem.
I know. But
in their defense, there is nothing to talk about.
No, not yet. But
We're
the writers just worked out their deal, so
the barrel right now.
yeah, I know. But we'll be getting more, and I hope these groups attack the creative, iron aggressively once the actors and the writers and everybody get all their deals squared away. Because, come on, let's get this going.
Exactly. But all right, well, it's been a shorter episode, but that's absolutely. We had a whole discussion about an amazing idea that Sal just came up with, coming out of what is happening with the Deadpool 3 news, which all that really was is Deadpool 3 is going to explore legacy. And I am here for it because I want to see him murder the Fox universe.
Totally.
Don't we all? Make sure you check out our sponsor, shortbox.com/comicstorian. Enter to win a $100 gift card to Shortbox. And I'm out. We're out. We'll see you next time. Bye. Full retention.